No.
So you wanted to do my nails? Oh dear. Hello. Good evening. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well and you can hear me. Let me just adjust my volume. Please feel free to let me know who is out there so that we can have a chat. And yes, it's Teshwa Jogona here in Teshwa Jogona Vlogs. And just feel free. It's a bit late, but I thought I come in just in case. And we really need to catch up. It's been a while. Yeah. So Teshwa Jogona here, Teshwa Jogona Vlogs. Guys, if you are new here, karibu sana. If you're a returning subscriber, I do not take you for granted. And if every time my video goes on, you're there liking, sharing, commenting, I do appreciate you. Yes. So we have today, there is some update. If you know, the last few weeks we've been checking or talking about the boost, right? The health and care workers visa, which the government has extended or added it in the shortage occupation list so that people can apply, people from all over the world. So if you are there and if you're someone that interests you, please, I have made so many content about it. You have to start from somewhere. Yeah, you have to start from somewhere so that you can catch up and know what we've been doing and where we are at and so on. Yeah. So my main aim today is to talk about the qualification. Yeah. Remember, a lot of people have been saying, I know I can care, I know I have experience, but I do not have the qualification to care. Yeah. So what has happened is it has been reduced. Yeah. Initially, it was an equivalent of level 3, anything to do with social care, but level 3, yeah, NVQ. But now it's an equivalent of RQF, which is if you are a Form 4, if you are from, like you reached Form 4, then you are able to apply. Yeah. So I thought this is something that I should let it out there. And also, it doesn't matter what you've done. If you're whatever your background is, your professional background is, you don't have to have a qualification now in care. You might have done diploma in tourism, diploma in hospitality, diploma, anything. You might have done something very different with care, but now that is not considered. Yeah, you can, what matters is how now you put everything on your CV and also how you take yourself during the interview. If you are given the COS, of course, remember, like I keep saying and insisting, where you apply for your job is very different from who gives you the visa. Yeah. So the government of the UK have reduced. Not now. It's not relevant for you to have the NVQ level 3. Yeah. It doesn't matter your background in care. You can be even a mechanic. You have your certificate or something in mechanic, but you can take care of people. Your experience is important, very, very important now. Yeah. What I keep insisting is work towards it, because you don't know what might change. And this is what is changing. So the level has gone down a bit. This is RQF. Initially, it was level 3 qualification. This is RQF, which means it has gone a little bit down. The qualification has gone a little bit down. But this is what you have to put in mind, that they have to give preference of the first opportunity to people applying in the UK. Yeah, so they will give people applying in the UK first opportunity, and then before they go outside the UK. But what I can say is all hope is not lost. There's a lot. This is what I want. This is what I want to pass it out there. If you are in UK and you want to be a carer or a support worker, most of us don't even that have qualification. We get qualification in the job. Yeah, we get qualification in the job. And mostly what they do is train us for like, at most it will be 5 days, 5 working days. Hello, Masi Myra Mugambi. Hello, 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 hello. Hey, how are you feeling? I hope you're feeling much better and you're stronger now. Yeah, Aki, eh? I'm a bad person. Siku follow up, but I've been thinking about you, and you know, yeah, I'm happy, and I keep checking, and I see that you have added some content, so I know the girl is getting better. Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I do not take you for granted, and thank you everyone else that is coming in, and thank you for joining. Yeah, so what I have decided to come and discuss this, it's early night or evening here. It's going to 7:30. 7:30. So it's not very late here in the UK, but it might be very late in some countries. I understand that. Mercy, long time there. It's been really long, my dear. It's been really long. Usiwori the Aki, where? Unajua, like you have to check on people, the people that when YouTube brings you together, you feel like you know those people. Yeah. So, but I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad that I've seen that you've put some of the content of late, so I know things are getting better and you're feeling much better. Yeah. So what I learned, I think it's the last, probably less than a week, a few days ago, I learned that the government of the UK have reduced the qualification of care workers, of carers. Yeah. So I felt it's important that I update you, my people, so that you know that at the moment as it stands, it doesn't matter what you do. You can be hospitality, you can be mechanic, you can be whatever, you can still apply. Yeah. And I keep insisting now it's not NVQ level 3. Now it's something called RQF. RQF. So it's under, it's below. It's below the NVQ level 3 that they were initially asking for. So what happens is this visa that we've been talking about, all the changes that have been made by the government of UK will be taking place or starting or being, let me look for some English, taking effect from the 15th of February. Yeah. So from the 15th of February, what the government has decided that's how that visa will be, like what we are talking about, it being an RQF qualification, everything will start from the 15th. Another thing, because what happens is they do check, yeah, because if they have, if an agent or a hospital or something, they want 10 people, they will make sure first they give first priority to their people before they can go out. So you will find in those 10 people, probably they will sponsor 1 visa or 2 visas. Yeah. So what I can insist on and humbly ask, do not give up, because the amount of recruiting agencies that are recruiting in the UK, there are so many. Yeah. So if you can only, you see the way we stay on our phone, like we are just checking for things that cannot help us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter. It's the same way. We should go on that Facebook, on that Google, check what I've given, check the list of agencies that are recruiting that I've given you, because I will give you a few names, and I think I've listed a few names on my description, just a few. Just keep, even if a day you give yourself like you are going to apply in at least 3 or 4 or 5, that will be brilliant. Because like, take this, I'm not saying it's an easy road, but there is a way. Yeah, I will repeat again. You might apply probably in there's this let me check a name. Let me check a name of an agency. Yeah, let me check of a name of an agency. Sorry. Okay, you see, like if you go to care homes, yeah, if you go to care homes, care yeah, www.carehomes.org. That one is very it's not specified. It's just Care Homes UK. So that means when you go to that website, it will bring you a lot of care homes in the UK. If I mention just the care homes around me here, not very far, like 10 minutes or so, there are quite many. But remember, it's not all care homes that are sponsoring the tier 2 visa. Yeah, that's why, like, I wouldn't just mention the care homes that are around me. Yeah, so I have to dig in and find out what care homes are really sponsoring the visa. So if you go to www.carehomes.org, it will bring you a list of care homes in the UK. And in those care homes, you will find that you have sometimes you have to narrow down your search. Yeah, so you look for the one that has tier 2 sponsoring visa. Yeah, tier 2 sponsoring visa, and they will write down there that they can sponsor if you qualify. And then if it's not tier 2, they will write the health and care workers visa. But one of the things you will find they normally do, they will always say that they will invite you for an interview if the people that live here that have applied did not qualify. Yeah, so that is care homes. You can see I've told you www.carehomes.org. I'll give you another one, like if it's for hospitals. Remember, when you are looking for the job, if you see anything senior care workers, if you see carer, if you see home carers, if you see healthcare workers, it means the same. Yeah, I've done a video trying to explain what, like, just give it a name, what it generally means to be a carer and to be a home carer. But if you happen to get a job in any of them and they're happy to sponsor your visa, don't stress. You go ahead. If you're a caring person, it doesn't matter if your sponsorship certificate have come from the hospital, or you've been given by a care home, or you've been given by home care. Yeah, but what I would like to mention, but it might be helpful, home care is a bit tricky, because home care you might be needed to drive. Yeah, home care, anything to do with home care, you might be needed to drive because you're driving to the clients to go and take care of them. Yeah, if an agency offers you live-in carer, just like the name suggests, live in, that means you're going to live in with the person you're looking after or supporting. Yeah, but all these names, they're just names, but they're just, it just make a little difference. So if you get a home care job, or you get a HCA are the carers that work in hospitals, it doesn't matter. Yeah, when you come here, we will use a phrase utakuwa mjanja, ama you will know what goes around, and then probably after your contract is over, you might switch to what you feel like you like. Hello people, karibuni sana. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're there and you don't mind, please let me know who I'm talking to so that I don't feel like I'm alone. If you have more information you'd like to share with us, please feel free on the comment section. If you have a question that you feel I can be in a position to answer, feel free to do so. And if you want to support this video, you can give it a thumbs up. Yeah, since I can see people are coming in and out, the main topic, so that you don't feel like you've missed a lot, I thought I update on the latest development about the healthcare and workers visa. Remember, if you know or you've been following me and you understand about UK, it means some visas came up earlier last year. And one of the visas that came up was the health and care workers visa. And that visa was very general. It was for doctors, nurses, radiologists, psychiatrists, psychologists, all those. Yeah. But what happened, as the nurses were put on the shortage occupation list, and being on the shortage occupation list, it just means that even when you apply your visa, your decision is made haraka, very fast. Yeah. If you get the job and you have your CO, certificate of sponsorship, your things goes very fast. Yeah. That's because there is shortage. So what happened on the it was around 24th, 25th or 26th of December, carers were put or were added in the shortage occupation list. This is because there's a big shortage of carers in the UK, and which I believe it's all over the world, but I'll specifically talk about the UK because that's where I live. So the shortage, if you've been following me, of course, it has been brought by several factors. One of them being that UK is no longer in EU. And that means the people that were working in the UK from EU, some of them needed now to have working visa to work in the UK. And most of them, or some of them, chose to go back to their country. So that is one reason why there was shortage. The second reason that has played up, it's because of what has been going on all over the world. And you find that, of course, now there is people living with long COVID, the impact itself of COVID. So there is need for more carers. Also, and this is another thing, if you're here, we are interacting because you just like to listen to me, or you like my content, or you're listening on your behalf, or you're listening because of your sibling, or your whatever reason it might be. I would like to say it's very important that you need to have your jobs. If you're looking at applying for these jobs in UK, it's a requirement for you to be jabbed. The first two vaccinations are taken as a full. You don't have to have the booster and everything else. If you have the two, then you're considered as okay. That's another reason that has made it, that has caused the shortage, because for carers, from sometime in November last year, that was the last time that the people that had not been vaccinated had to stop working. Yeah. In NHS, which is the National Health Service, this spring, which is from April, sometime in April, that's the last time the government says people that have not had their vaccination will stop working or cannot work. A disclaimer, or just to let you know, is that it doesn't mean that all of you have to have it, but if you have a proof of the doctor that you cannot have it because of health conditions, then that is taken as okay. Yeah. So it's only for those people that have to have it. But if you have evidence or proof from your doctor, because all people have different conditions, some people some people suffer from clot, and some of them have the risk of all those things. Yeah. So all those things are put into consideration. But if you are considering doing this, I would say please make sure that you have your vaccinations so that you are not disappointed. And also, I do realize the main aim of this. Are you okay, baby? Remove your finger from your mouth. The aim of this video was to update about the qualification going down. That is from you, not even going down, but we were looking, it was being looked at, you have to have, yeah, the qualification is you have to have an NVQ in health and social care. That's not the case. So now you can have your an equivalent of RQF qualification. That is your Form 4 if you're in Kenya. Your certificate will be considered in nursing aid. But as your friend, as someone who lives here, I'll always tell you to aim high. Aiming high meaning it's good that this is what they have written. But remember, if they're first checking the people that are here, or they're first recruiting the people that are in UK, why don't you give yourself the best so that you are even stand a chance to get the job? Yeah. So for me, I'll keep insisting, if you can get qualification, if you can get something to show that you've done your care job, then for me, that's the best. Of course, this has been said, the government has put this, the RQF qualification, but for me, I'll always go aim higher, go higher, give yourself a higher chance of getting the job. And let me see. So one of the jobs that I said, please go to the NHS. Yeah. Go to the NHS. NHS is very big. NHS, National Health Service. It's a big platform. It's a big website. Just the way we keep holding our phones and looking at everything and some unnecessary things, make sure you keep uploading your CV wherever you can, wherever you know that you have a chance of getting the job. I've seen some people are like, Tesh, I've tried, but I've been told that they have already recruited to up to the number they wanted, so I should try after 3 months. Please do so. Yeah, because like I said, you have to put in mind that people are grabbing opportunities. So you find if they know this agency is recruiting, they are going to bombard them with emails, their CV, and so on and so forth. But remember, if it's your turn, if God has said it's your day, if God has said it's your 2022, then you will get that job. So that's why for me, I'll keep insisting. Last live I was here, you saw there was a lady who said she started watching me and she went and did her nursing aid. She's done her nursing aid. She's now working and getting experience from her nursing aid. So you can imagine that lady now, even if she does her CV, she now stands a chance to get that job. She's not where she was when I started doing my content, because she's finished. Yeah, she's finished her in Ufursa Ujuza. She's finished doing it. She's working as a nursing aide. Yeah. Now she sees this and goes ahead. Her CV now has changed from someone who did not have this a caring qualification to someone now who has experience and a certificate in caring qualification. So of course, I would say English is important. Like I said, we have to distinguish these two things. Your employer will not be in the UK immigration. Yeah, your employer will not be in your UK immigration. So you might speak with them during the interview and they know, Mercy can speak English. Oh, Tesh can speak English and she understands. But the UKV, the UK immigration will need evidence and proof to show that you can speak, understand, and so on. Yeah. So for me, I will still insist, do your English, do your else, do your English as a proof. But if you have done a degree, if you have done your degree in Kenya, in Uganda, in whichever country you've done your degree, then you do not have to do your else. You can NERIC it, send it to NERIC, but if your qualification is under like a diploma or certificate, then you might have to do the else. Not might have, you have to, because we want to give ourselves a chance to get the job. Yeah. I'm hoping, like I said in my last video, I'm hoping one of these days I'll get home a bit early and probably I'll be able to call some of the agencies that I've had their recruiting from the UK, so that if we call them together, then we get the answers there and then. Yeah. And if they have had if they have recruited enough, they might be able to tell us when they'll be recruiting next or hoping to recruit next. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. I have seen you've been giving thumbs up. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you. Thank you. If you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask. If you have more information than I have, please don't just put it in the comment section, because we are all here to learn. We learn from each other. And that's how we are going to conquer. This 22 is ours. It doesn't matter how we started it. Some of us started it very badly. Yeah. But it is ours and we claim it in Jesus' name. So we are going to do it. Yeah. We can do it and we are going to do it. Oliver, I wish I was here earlier enough. Oliver, thank you for being here. Yes, you should have been here earlier enough. But don't worry so much. Don't worry. It's understood. Because here we have the main. I'll just repeat for just the, not the whole thing, but it's the RQF qualification. That's what we've been talking about. And RQF just meaning that initially we were looking at people that are applying having a level 3 an equivalent of level 3 NVQ, social health and blah blah blah. But now, according to the government, it does not matter your background. Even if you're a mechanic, you're what, you can still apply for this health and care workers visa. Mercy, great information. Thanks, girl. Olive, I've missed a lot. You have missed, but I know you'll always catch up. My dear. I know you will go back. Beth, good job, Tesh. Thank you so much, Beth, and thank you for being here. Oh, Oliver, do someone need survival cash? Oliver, this is what is happening. Survival cash, I think it's hard for them to remove that. Hey, is that the correct English? It will still be an eligibility criteria, but remember it's £1,200, more or less, around, give or take, 200k Kenyan shillings. Hey, Oliver, tukijua mtu ako na hiyo visa, afadhali tuchange hizo pesa. Yeah, so that when you come back, when you get the money, if you remember someone supported you, 200, because by the time getting the certificate of sponsorship is like the real job. So if you have the certificate of sponsorship, you come and show us like this, we can support where we can. Yeah. I myself, I'm not, but even if I give if I have 5,000 Kenyan shillings, that's what I have. But I'll rather do that because you've worked yourself so hard to be at least to get that certificate. So for you to be able to put this money in the account, that one is not the biggest of deal. So Oliver, don't shtuka sana about that. The survival cash, it's £1,200, but it's your money, it's in the account. So even when you get your visa, you can there you choose to do whatever you do with the money. But it's important to have that money because, man, here you need that money for your taxi or your bus. Monica, hi everyone. Hi Monica, I hope you're well. Beatrice Njeri, we will definitely claim it in 2022. In Jesus' name, we will. And I believe that. This is our year. Yeah. Beth, hi Monica. Mercy, Monica, hi. I have shared your video with Monica. Thank you so much, Beth. Thank you. Monica says she will rewatch. It's a bit late. Understood, Monica. Yes, yes, yes. Great. Hi, Mercy from Monica. Johnston, please try, because I do know you do have your own qualifications. You do have good qualifications, although they might not be like the care workers qualifications, but I know you do have qualifications. Please do try. It's all about trying, because you can never tell. And like I said, they might be looking for 10 people, but probably only take 2 outside the country. Yeah, outside of UK. You might never know if you are the one, you are one of the 2 that they'll be able to take, because as much as they are opening up and saying that now we need to recruit from outside the country, and so on and so forth, they're still checking that they don't give all the job out, and people in the UK start complaining that they don't have jobs. So that's why they have to give priority from their people first, and then they go out. But the good thing is, this visa wasn't here. This visa was, but it wasn't in the shortage occupation list. And remember what they're saying, it's gonna last for 12 months. Yeah, so it's taking effect from 15th of February. What I mean is the process. The process is taking effect from 15th of February. Yeah. So when you apply, whatever the government has changed about that visa, whatever the government, like the qualification, that's when they'll start taking effect. So in 12 months, let me tell you, even if they say in 12 months, I'm not a politician, but what I know from the ground, because I work in healthcare, we are struggling. So in 12 months, though, I don't think we will have enough reinforcement so that they can take away that visa, if I'm making sense. So for me, I would say people who are willing to try, because even after the 12 months, I don't think that this type of visa will go away. This is a long term. It might take long to be able to cover the amount. I just want to be real. I hope hakuna mtu tunafanya naye kazi hapa. Do you know sometimes unakataa kwenda kazi due to shortage? Because you know you'll be working for 3. So it's really bad. The shortage is really bad. Yeah. So all I can say, keep trying. I will do that. There's a lot of recruitment agencies coming up, and of course, the more they come up, but disclaimer, don't be scammed as you look for a job here. Don't be scammed. Know what is real. Try and discern what is real, what feels right, before you do or you take some chances. Yeah. Because a lot of course, agencies and recruiting agencies have come up because of the fact that the government has brought up this thing, this chance. So you might find some people are just coming up, they know nothing about care. So if you're the one telling the person what I had someone or Tesh in the video saying that we are supposed to have, if you're the one telling the person what you had or what you're supposed to do, then you are in the wrong place, because caring agents should know what they're required and what the eligibility is. So mind you, some of them, a lot of them are really coming up. Monica, this video is really amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. Johnston, please remember to give us the genuine agencies. Oliver, I will, and that's why it has taken me some time, because what I want to do is, I personally want to call. Yeah, I want to call, and unfortunately, because of how life is at the moment, by the time I get home, the office hours have already, they catch up with me. So even if I call, I won't get anyone in their offices, but I will try my best. Even if I call 2 or 3, there might be many, but if at least I call 2 or 3 or 4 and we talk and I know what they're really looking for, then I will come out with that information. Monica, I'm glad to have discovered this channel through Beth. You're honest and doing a great job. Beth, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing with Monica. Monica, I'm humbled. Yeah, I'm humbled, and thank you so much. Beatrice, hapo kwa scammers, we need to take care. Aki, watch out, please, guys. Yes, 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 yes. Please watch out. They are asking scary amount of money, and some of the money, I would say, of course, we expect to pay. Yeah, we expect to pay, and I have no problem. But at least some things should be, what can I say? If you happen to see like a visit visa and you're being asked to pay like even above 50,000 Kenyan shillings, 50, even that's too high for me. Yeah, and that's a visit. Because everything you need for a visit is on the www.gov.uk. So if you have the right paperwork, you have no reason to even use an agent. The reason why we are using, and the reason why we might, or people might suggest to use agents in this platform of work, it's because, to be fair, some of the agents, because they deal directly with the employers, they're able to get that job faster than us. Remember, for those agents to recruit you, they have been paid. Do you know that? They have already been paid by the employer that wants you. Yes. So why would you pay so much money to come and work? If the job is there, we don't even mind it as much. But you can imagine spending so much money, and that person, already when you come, they've already paid them. Let me read a little bit and then we can continue. Tash, good job, Tash. Thank you so much, Tash. Thank you for being here. But Monica, the sky is not even the limit. Ni kabisa kabisa, we are not stopping. We are not stopping. It's our year, and we believe so. Loves TV. Hi, my beautiful queen host. Cheers, cheers. I know it's almost end of January, but Happy New Year. I haven't seen you for a while. Happy Sunday to you all, everyone in the house. God bless you, everyone. Keep coming, guys. That's from God Loves. You are welcome. You are welcome. And just a recap, I came, I felt it's necessary to come on live because, guys, sometimes like this, it's easier because we get that one-to-one connection if we can do it. Sometimes it's very hard to sit down and make a content because of time. But here we can interact, we can ask questions. I might not know everything, but there might be someone who knows what you are asking. So that's the beauty of live or coming live. And we also make friends. I have so many friends here that I've never met, but I feel like we know each other. Yeah. So what I was saying is, I've seen some age, for example, I have nothing against agents, but you find in this platform we have from someone who cannot afford a comfortable life to someone who can afford, from someone who cannot afford the 10,000 to someone who can 10,000 Kenyan shilling, let's say equivalent of 100 pounds, to someone who can afford 3,000 pounds to pay an agent. And for me, my platform is to support, to give that information, and for the people to use that information to be able to get what they want or what they wish or what they're looking for. But in that process, it will be a pain for me to see that you are spending more money and it's not necessary. Yeah. And what do I mean by that? What I mean is, you find that you are being asked to pay 50,000 Kenyan shilling for a visit visa. Why? Why? If you have your bank statement, if you have your invitation letter, my friend, book me for free. Only if you have the right documents. Ask me, Tesh, when can I get you? I have all these documents, because that's the aim of this platform. If you ask me a question, I will tell you this is and this and this and this is what is needed. If you have the right documents, I don't see why you should pay some crazy amount of money, yeah, to be assisted. The only people that can give a tick, sometimes they need the agent to be assisted, is because sometimes we have people that maybe they're not, maybe we have like older people like our parents, or people that are not literate, so they don't know, they can't answer the questions. And yeah, one, it's if someone is illiterate, like academic wise, they can't answer the questions. And another thing is, if old age, so you don't have internet or computer literacy, so that's the people that we can say, you know what, yeah, you can go to the agent. But still, the agency are not supposed to be asking such amount of money for just opening a government website and filling in your details for you. So please, if you can, stay safe. The working visas are quite a bit complicated. You might need that support, you might need that help. And that's why I'm always like, if you have to, then go ahead, use the agent, but also be careful. Charity, I see you. Thank you, girl. Thanks for being here. You are welcome. I hope you're well. Yeah. So this one is a bit tricky, and I do understand you. But if you have the obvious questions if you have the obvious question, I do not mind answering those questions. And if you have if you're stuck, I do like, we can reduce the amount we are using with agent. Yeah. If it comes that you have to use agent, like I did with my last video, there is genuine agents. Some agents are really genuine, but there's some things you have to look, yeah, how they work. And one of the things that you have to look for, it's the agents that ask for money upfront. So if they're charging you 2,000 pounds, they're asking for the 2,000 pounds yote. I'll be sincere with you. It is a process to apply for a visa. It's not something you wake up today and tomorrow you have the visa. So I fail to understand why someone will ask all the money upfront. Yeah. Also remember, another thing to remember is, when you get your COS, certificate of sponsorship, from your employer, that is when you go to the second. That is when because remember, the first thing you do is you looking for a job. Yeah, and that is where the agent might or will come in. But also you help yourself. As you as the agent is helping you, go to the websites that are obvious. There's UK websites that are very obvious. You go there, you look. Remember, we were talking about, remember where you can apply, indeed.uk. There's NHS. NHS is very genuine. There are care homes UK. Apply those websites as on the other side, as your agency is helping you. Yeah. So that you are keeping yourself to date with what is happening. Even when the agent is telling you this is what is going, you already know what is going, because probably you've even been invited to interviews by the care homes that you've applied on. So that's the first step. The first step is you looking for the job. Now, after you've gone for the interview, you've been told you're successful. Remember, you will wait for your interview. That's why I'm telling you, don't just give out your money. You will wait for your interview. Here, they do not hurry. They will tell you in 2 weeks, you'll have your interview this time. And then they will tell you in 1 week or 2 weeks, you will get your decision, how your interview went. After that, if you are successful, that's when now you will start talking about your COS, your certificate of sponsorship. They will get you a certificate of sponsorship. They will send you your certificate of sponsorship. And that's when now UK immigration now takes place. Yeah. So you've finished the first step. You've applied the job. You've gone for interview. Now we have the COS. You go to the government website, and it's always www.gov.uk. Yeah. You go there. You look at the visa you're supposed to apply. You look at the eligibility. Oh, my passport is up to date, because your passport has to be up to date. No, if you're Kenyan and you still have the old passport, please go and change it. Yeah, you remember our old passport? Do you remember it? That one is not allowed. I don't think it's working anymore. We had the dark blue one. Now it's inter. Let me see if I've got it here. Let me see if I have the new one here. Remember, if you're Kenyan, we used to have this, yeah? This color. Oh, baby, bring my charger very fast. It's next to the baby pushchair. Yeah, we used to have this one. And then the new ones, the new passports, the new Kenyan passport is this color. Thank you. This blue. Guys, let me put, Lauren, it's stuck. Let me put my charger. I didn't know I haven't put it on before it dies on us. Why is it not working? Is it working? Oh yeah, it's working now. Yeah, so this is the new, you see the blue is different. So this is the new Kenyan passport, yeah? And this blue is the old Kenyan passport. Okay. Yeah, and anyway, this is the UK passport. This is the color of the UK passport. So if you have the old one, please go change it. Yeah. So you apply, you have remember, you will read your eligibility. By the time you've applied and you can see that your process is being successful, please, they say 28 days. The £1,200 should have stayed in your account for at least 28 days, which for me, I think it's a very good thing. Yeah, because for the other things, like when you're visiting someone, they want to see the last 3 months. But this one is the last 1 month, £1,200. So you have your bank statement, you have your passport, you have your certificate of sponsorship, and then you need your employer's reference number, which is on your certificate of sponsorship. Yeah. So those are the details you need. Yeah. You need your birth certificate, of course, to show that you are from which country. Those are just supporting document. You need your this one, Police clearance. You need your police clearance to show that you're cool with everyone, you're not wanted. Those are all your supporting documents. And then when you apply online, you put everything together. Of course, I believe the process might be the same. You book for the day that you're going to take your documents. If you're in Kenya, it might be Nairobi or Mombasa, depending on where you are. And that's when they do your biometric. And then you go home and chill. Wait for the decision. They will tell you when the decision will be ready. You go for your decision, and hopefully and praying your decision is positive, you are good to come to the UK. So that's just a small picture of how the process should go or take place. Joyce, hi, for the visit visa, how much do they need for the bank statement? Shiko, I would say it depends. It depends how you're visiting. If you are visiting only as a tourist, they will want to see more money, in your account. Because if you're visiting as a tourist, that means you do not have an address that you're coming for. An address that you're coming to live in. You are coming to come and tour London. So where is the address? Maybe you have shown them you're going to live in Premier Inn or Travelodge for those 2 weeks that you're visiting. But if you're visiting because you have been invited by someone, then I will not say this is the exact amount you're supposed to have. But if you have 400, 500K in your account, that sounds okay. Yeah. If you have, what are they called? If you have something like title deed, those also are very good for your supporting document if you're coming to visit. Also, remember, if I'm inviting you, I will need to show my bank statement. Yeah. But if you are coming as a tourist and you've told them that you're going to live in London and you've shown them your reservation, your reservation, then you have reserved the hotel, then you do not need someone to invite you from here. But that means what they will do, if you've said you're coming to live for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, here they will calculate for you. There is a way they calculate every day how much you're supposed to spend in a day. Yeah. So that's how they will see if what you have in your account is going to sustain you here. But if I'm inviting you, I will show my bank statement and probably I'll say, Shiko, I'm going to support Shiko. Probably by towards her travel, I will pay 300 or 400, and I will also host her in my house, and I will make her comfortable in my house by hosting her, and that means you will be feeding in my house. So that takes a bit of pressure from you, but again, it puts some pressure to the host because they have to show that they have money in their account and they are working, or proof of where their money comes from. I hope I've answered your question, Shiko. Yeah, so you can see there's 2 different visits there. Yeah. And Johnston, rehe charger, please. Rehe charger, please. Wewe, huku wasikate. Wasikate huku. Wasikate stima, tutaki wakate stima. It will not be good. Yeah. So, like I said, guys, so that's the process of the health and care workers visa or any other job that you'll be applying. Have you visited the shortage occupation list? Have you? Because that's where, if I'm not talking about the other jobs, those other jobs are there. So you find like the IT jobs, they are in that job occupation list. And before I forget, please, if you are successful, thank you, Shiko. If you're successful in all, if you feel like your procedure is being successful, I will always repeat this. And now you are okay with the person that is going to employ you, please talk about your accommodation. Yeah? Ask this. Are you going to provide for my accommodation? Because I'm coming, I'm relocating. Definitely they know you are relocating. That's why they're giving you your COS. When they say yes, ask what is in place so that you have a picture of where you are going to live. You're not going to be given a mansion. You're not going to be given a house, but they will say you are going to be in a shared accommodation, most likely. Shared accommodation is where you'll find it's a house, for example, like my house, because it has 3 bedrooms. So you might find each bedroom you're given, Olefa is given one, I'm given one, and Shiko is given one, but we share the living room and the kitchen. So that house has 3 people, right? So that is shared accommodation. Here, shared accommodation is different from what we have in Dubai. Remember, in UK is different because it's a real house, but you find now you share because in Dubai it's kitanda ya chini and ya juu, yeah? But here you have your room. And then you share the kitchen and the living room. But you might find even the living room has been given to someone. So the only place you're sharing is the kitchen, yeah, and the toilet and the bathroom. So if they say it's shared accommodation, make sure that you've asked, so my room, will I be, it might sound silly, but please make sure you ask, will I be staying in my room alone? Yeah, that's how it should be. You should be living in your room alone. The only place I will find Oliver is in the kitchen when everyone is cooking their food, but no one should share their room. So that is one thing you should make it very, very clear so that you know where you are living and how long are they going to accommodate you for, because they might not accommodate you for a long time. Remember, things keep changing. They might be recruiting out again. They might be recruiting again. So there are some people that are coming in that need to be accommodated. So they might say 1 month, we will accommodate you for 1 month or 2 months, yeah, or 3 months. So that when you come, you do know you have to plan yourself. Remember when I say they're accommodating you, you will be paying. It's not free accommodation. You will be paying. So when you're paying, I will give where I live, and that is one thing also that's another thing I need to check other towns and how, because some towns are cheaper than others. So where I live, a room might go to up to 400 pounds. A room might go 400 pounds, 350, 400 pounds, depending on the size. Because remember, we might be in the same house, but not pay the same amount. Yeah. So like my 3 bedroom, one of them is very tiny. One of them is tiny. So I don't expect if someone was living there to pay the same amount. But someone that is living in the middle room, that room is very big. So they will pay more money. So it might play from 300, 400 there. That's not cheap money. Yeah. That's not cheap money. So it's good when you know how much you'll be paying. Because if we say, for example, you are being paid, you're doing a 40-hour contract, for example, because that's what in care homes you do, 40 hours, at least 40 hours. Those are like 3 long days of 3 long nighs, something like that. So you might find you're being paid 30, let's say 1,000, let's even give it 1,400 pounds, roughly. Yeah, don't quote me on this, but do your mathematics according to how much you'll agree with your boss. So if I'm paying my room 300 and in a month I'll be paid 1,400, just know now I'm left with 1,100. Yeah, 1,100 pounds. That is money we'll eat in a month. maybe another 200. Yeah, you might need another 200 for the whole month. Yeah, so that brings it to 500 pounds. 500 pounds, that means you're left with 900 pounds. 900 pounds, what else do you need to take out of that? Maybe you're a family man or you're a mom. You will need to send some money. So by the time you divide that money, you will find maybe you have like not much left. Yeah, not much left. Considering if you're coming to work, if you're coming as a mom or a dad, I'm sure your aim is to be able to bring your family. That is why I'm saying, ask how much money you will be paid. Of course, ask how much money you'll be paying for your accommodation so that you know how many days you're working, so that you can plan yourself and know how many extra shifts you can work in order to cover the loopholes. Yeah, I'm sure you're still thinking, I need money in the next 3 months to be out of this accommodation and rent a house because I want my husband or my wife to come. So that's all those things you have to put into consideration. Of course, if you're single, it's very straightforward, because you will do all this and say, this month, so I'm being left with how much? I'm being left with 700, and say I will do 5 nights or 6 nights. So being single, it's easier. To make decisions are easier than when you have a family. You have to put that into consideration. I hope I'm making sense. I'm not just talking. Shiko, yes, please. Resty, thanks, dear. You are welcome. Olefa, thank you for the accommodation tips, especially the sharing bit. Yes, it's shared accommodation. But you know what? There is God in heaven, because when you are here and you do your job, 3 months later, you should be able to, 3 months, 4 months later, you should be able to be in your own accommodation and probably with your bringing your family now. And that brings me to another tip. If you are applying to come, I would say first come alone. Yeah, first come alone. It doesn't matter if you're coming in as a carer, or you're coming in as an engineer. Yeah, but if your job allows you, can support, even if it's not your job, this visa should can support you to bring the dependents, and the dependents is your children and your spouse. Yeah, and how they're supporting you, it's not like they will pay for them. No, they're like they are legally, they can be given that visa. Yeah, because life can be very, very demanding in UK. I would say, if you can first come, learn your things, learn where the schools are for your children. And getting a house accommodation is not funny. I've seen people that have come and they've really struggled to get a house. Yeah, so let that happen when your children are not here, or your spouse. Yeah, when you get that contract and you're here, remember you have to work until your contract is over. Yeah, you can't come and just you can't come and decide, now I have an IT job, now I will go to an IT job. No, you will work for your employer. And I believe, because the contract is like 3 years, the first contract is 3 years, I believe by 3 years you will know so much about your survival here that by the time the 3 years are over, it's either you and your employer are like, buddies, and they are going to extend your visa, because extending the visa here as a tier 2 or as an employer, it's easier. So I don't see the reason why they will not extend it for you if you're still willing to work with them and they're happy with your job. Alternatively, by the time your 3 years are over, look for another job. You're here and you get your visa extended, but with a different employer. Those are all the things that you're going to learn when you're here. Yeah. 3 years. When you're renewing another 3 years, when you get to 5 years, you will be eligible. You'll be eligible for an indefinite leave to remain in the UK. Yeah. So this is just a breakdown of how things can go. When things work for you, this is how things can go. By 5 years, you'll be eligible for indefinite leave to remain. And on your 6th year, you can apply for your nationality. Yes. So that's what I'm saying. It's our year to claim it. It's our year to do. It's our year to achieve, because it can be done. This visa wasn't there. Yeah, the visa wasn't there. The boost and everything, the putting in the shortage occupation list, it cannot be in vain. We are going to get it. We are going to get that visa. But what we are going to do is, again, put ourselves in a position that we are going to get the visa. When you get to your phone, please make sure you are giving you a chance. Look, Tesh said what? Care Homes UK. Go there. Play with your phone. Check which care homes are recruiting and giving tier 2 visa, are sponsoring tier 2 visas. Just put them everywhere. Let me tell you, the people that work in care here, they cannot even some of them, because some of them are even with 5 agencies, 6 agencies, 7 agencies. You work where you want. You work where you feel. You feel it. Sometimes you even negotiate. Yeah. So the only tricky bit is you getting here. You get here. At the moment, I can see they keep, because like when you put your details in Indeed.uk, every job that will come, every job that matches your CV, you'll be seeing them calling you. Sometimes you receive calls calling you for jobs. Yeah. So the aim is to get here, because yes, I understand there is shortage of occupation everywhere in the world. Yeah, there is unemployment, but there's one thing I can guarantee you. Even here in UK, there is shortage of occupation. There is unemployment, like they say, but I know it's not the same as being in Kenya or somewhere in Uganda or somewhere in Tanzania. Umekalia mawe hivi, haujui. Here you will find, if you're not a choosy person, you will find something to do. Even if you're holding your degree, even if you hold your guys, please ask question or comment down below. Yeah, even if you have your own degree or blah blah blah, and you feel that the country you are in hasn't given you a chance to do what you always wanted, if you get a chance and just put your CVs and you happen to even get the carer job, please come and do it. Come and do it, because at the end of the day, no money shows itself where it has come from. Just come and do your job, because if you don't choose here, I always say, you will walk and you will see we need a waitress. They have written, we need cleaners. Cleaning jobs are not how we take it back home. Cleaning jobs are paid minimum wage and above. Actually, what is annoying now at the moment is because some cleaning jobs are paid more than carers. Some waiters are paid more than carers. So there is no big and small job. There is minimum wage. So you won't find you being told, can I pay you 200? We negotiate back home. you can negotiate after above minimum wage, but not under minimum wage. So just take any job. Joyce, for me, I need a home care nanny, but most of them, they need someone who knows how to drive. Yes, and I did mention that when I started the live, I did mention that home care, because I wanted people to know that if you see carer, if you see home care, if you see health and care workers, the job is more or less the same. It's just caring. But home care, you have, and that's what I said. If you've been with me the last 1 hour or so, I said home care is a bit tricky. And nanny, because if you're in home care, you are going to people's houses. Yeah, you're going to look after them in their houses. And you might probably, the agency that you're in, they want you to, they give you a list of people you're going to. Yeah, they give you a list. So maybe that one needs 1 hour, the other one needs 2 hours, the other one needs half an hour. So you'll be like going to different addresses or different homes to look after them. That's why the requirement is they need you to drive. And that's why I'm saying, even if you get a caring job, if you have the qualification, or if you get a chance to do the caring job, please just go ahead with it, because at the end of the day, when you're here, even you can get that job that you want with time. Because when you come here, what will you be fighting for? You'll be fighting to start driving in the UK. Yeah. So when you start driving in the UK, the next thing you will do is you can even go with agency, a different agency, because here you can work with different agency. You can work with even 5 agencies, 4. Yeah. You can go a shift today, Monday, Tuesday with a different agency. Yes, weekend you go with a different one because it's paying better than that. So for me, I would say, or I'll suggest, if you have a chance of getting the job, even if it's a caring job or hospital HCA, go ahead and do it, because when you're here, you get more information and you get how you can change things around to what you want to achieve in future. For the nanny, it's the same thing, because as a nanny, your job mostly will be required for you to drop the children to school and to pick them up, and also to take them to the activities, the extracurricular activities. And you're also required to do the groceries for the children. That's why it's required that you do the driving. But if you are in a position, Shiko, to get one of this caring job, just go ahead with it, because when you get here, you get better, and you will know how to maneuver. You get a chance to maneuver and just do what you want if it's home care. Johnston, the problem is how to reach there, because makanyaga kama mimi naweza weka degree zangu kando mbio. Yeah, that is the hardest thing. The hardest thing is to get here, but when you're here, hey, that's it. I'm not saying that it's gonna be, because you're here, it's easy, but you have a chance to to turn things around and to change things to favor you. Yeah, because like if Shiko, like, you're willing to do the home care, when you come here, as you do your shift, your main aim will be learning how to drive. Oliver, if you remember, me and Sally kept saying, driving in the UK is not a joke. Having a driving license is expensive than the car in the UK. So you can imagine when Shiko, you come here, the aim will be I'm not sure if you're driving in Kenya, but if you are, that means when you come here, you have to do your theory and then do your driving. It's because even if you're a good driver that was driving back in Kenya, there is the package that you have to go through. And that package, I think it runs almost like £1,000, £1,000. And that is for the drivers that can drive, because you have to be able to drive at night. That will take you through all those tests, yeah? be able to drive at night. That is winter. You know, winter comes early. Yeah, at 4, 5, it's dark. So you will show them you can drive at night. You will drive a day during the day, and you will drive in the carriageway. It's like when you have to drive faster. Yeah, so they'll need you to show that you can drive faster. Yeah, without, like, you're reading the road. Yeah, so I did not do my driving in UK. I did my driving in Germany, and after tax, I think we paid just under 2,500 euros after tax. Yeah. So, but me, I'm a bad driver. Yeah. I needed more time. My clutch was bad. Yeah. It's just that I'm using the clutch, and when I step on the clutch, we all go boom. And they'll be like, feel the clutch. You need to feel the clutch. Because I was taught by a German. And remember, I had to follow the rules. Right, left, and they're telling you in German, I don't know, recht, links, I don't know, motorway, it's Autobahn or something. When you have to come out of Autobahn, they say Ausfahrt, something like that. So for me, the language they were using and everything else, and because they want perfection and everything, so after tax, we paid just under 2,500 without calculating, I think, the theory, because the theory was just under 300 euros, because we sat in class for a few weeks reading, doing everything in the blackboard, I remember. And then after that, I went for the theory test. The theory test was in English, German put in English. Thank God I passed. As we are very good, I would say, if you're from Africa, we know how to cram. We cram. We are very good. The problem comes practicals. And that's what we find here. Like, the people that have been brought up here, they're very good with practicals, because you'll find those children, they have, like, if it's my children, they have bikes, they have cars outside, so they know how to maneuver their cars when they're little. Yeah. As there's some toys you've never seen, so you don't know how to coil, you don't know how to use the clutch. You know, all those things come into consideration when you're doing your practicals. But I'm sure for the theory, you will pass straight on. Yeah, after theory, you do your practicals, you're good to go. Another funny thing is, if you do your driving as automatic, with an automatic car, and you do your exam with an automatic car, you cannot drive a manual car. Yeah? Yeah. Your license is only for automatic cars. But if you do with a manual car, then you are allowed to drive both. You're allowed to drive both cars, both manual and automatic. And Shiko, after you do your license, the cars, you can even buy a car for 1,000 pounds. Yeah. Giriganare mue, 100,000 Kenyan shillings, 150, you buy a car and it looks like a car. You can imagine that amount car in Kenya. It's a bad car, but here it's a good car. It's not as good, but it's a car that it will take you from one place to another. So I would say here, the license is the big deal. Cars, you'll even see a car that is 800 pounds. 800 pounds, and you know that that car you can go, like, yeah, that's why I'm saying, don't worry. If you can get the carer, if you can get the COA, the certificate of sponsorship for carer, kuja tungangane na tushosho, home care utaenda baadaye. It is like that. You come here, you see, oh, so and then when you are ready to get a good car, when you're ready to get a good car, you know what? Like we say, you will see people with good car, but here it's about your credit. You can drive any car you want with credit, as long as your credit is good. Yeah, you go take a car. As long as you're working and your credit is good, take any car you want and you start driving. But Oliver, mimi wachana na mimi kama gari nanipeleka A to B. Mimi hata tuk-tuk, I will go with it. Even tuk-tuk. Me, I don't mind. Oliver, you and Sally Klaus said driving school in Europe is like buying a plot here in Kamulu. Yes, it is. It is. Joyce is like, hiya, negua. Yeah, getting the license is a bit expensive compared to how much you can get a car. And the way nakazana na automatic car hii kangundo, you are lost. It's not bad, Oliver. Yeah, it's not bad, but even here, a lot of people drive automatic. Yeah, it's ni preference tu yako. Even when you come here and you have to get the license, it's your preference. But the problem will be you can only drive that automatic. So if you ever fancy a car that is manual, you can't. Hello, walking with Samson. How are you? I hope you're okay. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, so that's how it is. To be fair, I can tell you that as the effect of this thing takes, as the effect of this visa takes on the 15th or mid of February, I hope things get better, because we are struggling, and not only the healthcare are struggling, it's everyone. It's everyone in the health, the whole health whatever umbrella, the doctors, because like, remember what I said, like if you've not been vaccinated and you are in NHS from April, if you do not have a doctor's letter to show why you cannot have it, then all those people will stop working. Yeah. And for the carers, actually, the rule or the guideline took place in last year, November. And that's why there's all this thing I'm talking about. And the government, of course, has said the process of this visa is open for 12. They're not giving you 12 months. Yeah? Wacha tuelewane. Let's get each other clear. They're not giving you 12 months, but the process or opening this visa will be open for 12 months. Yeah? But like I said earlier, I don't know. I don't think in 12 months they will have been able to cover the shortage that is at the moment. I don't think so. Hey, Johnston, may I ask? Yes, go ahead. Go ahead, Johnston. Go ahead. Yeah, so I don't think it will be covered. So you might get that even things get like the way they have put they have said, like, anyone can apply. You don't have to have a care qualification. Even the qualification has gone from NVQ3 to RQF, which is under NVQ3. They're taking those things down. And something I forgot to mention, if you are here and you ever tried, there's a time they were recruiting for British Army. There was a time, and then all of a sudden it went off. Do you know something? I've seen this guy, and they're showing that some people that applied that time, they have started being taken. Yes, they have started being taken. That's why I keep insisting. Do not give up. Just have hope. Just do what is supposed to be done. If you have to put your CV in LinkedIn, if you have to put your CV, I don't know with who, with those agencies, just put them there. You know why? You do not know. that they might say they have recruited enough this month, or they might say that they may not get back to you. But you know what? Who is God? They will not have enough staff, and they will remember that someone applied. They will go back to the they will go back to all the CVs. They will go back to the people that were shortlisted, but they did not manage to take, and they will get back to you, because who is God? That's what I saw that, and I was like, hey, now those people, I think they applied just before COVID, and because it had come out that British Army has started to recruit. And then it went just like that. They closed the thing, They closed getting people. Now, those people are being recruited. Yeah, the ones that had applied. The process is now taking place. So that means they're taking the older recruiters that had applied. That's another thing we need to watch, because if it comes to a point that they say now they're recruiting fresh again, we need to be there, because that's another way you can actually come and work in the UK and be okay. Yeah, be okay. There's nowhere that there's no issues or problem, but be okay. There's a delay in there's a delay in passport processing in Kenya. I don't know why. Can you be denied visa if your passport is no more than 3 months old after being issued? No, you can't. Even if your passport is new, you can't be denied a visa on that ground. Yeah, but you can be denied a visa if your visa is like you don't have space. Yeah, they always say you must have if it's remember, you must have a free page. So it must be valid. Valid meaning, like, when is this one? Let me see. Valid meaning the year that is expiring. So this one is expiring in 2028. So that means it is valid. Yeah, but it can be valid, but it doesn't have a free space. Yeah, it doesn't have a free space for them to put their visa on. So that's another problem, because some people travel a lot, and you'll find that some of them, even if it's domestic travel, so you find that the pages, they're all stamped and all that. So you need, if it's a valid visa, it needs to have at least one page that is free for them to put their visa. Their visa is a paper. No. Olive Waspida. Hello, Tesh. Just joined from Botswana. Hello, you are welcome here, Wasp. You are welcome. Thank you so much for being here. If you have any question or if you have any comment, please put it down below. And Oliver asks, must the passport have a travel history? No, Oliver, because what happens, I wouldn't say about the work one, because I haven't applied for a work visa. But for the visit visa, when you do visit visa for UK, they ask you if you've been in these countries, so which there will be like Schengen countries like Germany, blah 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 blah, and then they will ask you, have you ever been denied a visa? Yeah. So remember, these people kind of, I think, work together. So you have to be very honest and genuine with your answers. So on your application, on the online application, not on your passport, they will have the information, because they will ask you, have you ever been denied a visa to go anywhere? You'll say no. Have you ever been denied a visa to enter the UK? Be honest if you've ever been denied a visa, because if you lie, they already have it in your system that they denied you. Yeah. Have you visited UK in the last 10 years? If you have, then they want the English. You know, the last month, not the last month. Let me see if wacha nione venye nitaiweka. You know the Oliver, English sometimes disappears. You have to put the last visits. So you might have come in the last 10 years, you might have visited the UK like 5 times. But all they want to know is your last visits, the last 2 visits that you entered the UK. So you do not need your history. Yeah. Another thing, but this happened ages ago. I remember I went back home for Christmas. I went back in Kenya for Christmas, and I changed my name from my maiden name to my surname, but I changed it in Kenya. So I applied the same time as Kenya. I applied for another passport. So the passport came with my surname, but the passport that had a valid visa was my old passport with my maiden name. So what happened? I had to travel with both passports because the old passport, what they did, I don't think I have kept it. Yeah, I think I still have it. Yeah, this is what they do. You see, it's punched. This was an old passport. Yeah, it's punched to show that it's not valid anymore as a passport, but your visa is valid. Yeah. So I had to come back from Kenya to here with 2 passports. The new passport that has my new name and the old passport that has my visa. So don't worry at all. Your passport being, even if your passport is, you've been given your passport today, you've been issued today, and tomorrow is the day that you're going to the embassy to take your paperwork, don't worry. You having a new passport does not change anything, because most of the paperwork you'd have done it online, and they can see that you've either traveled or you've never traveled, because they will ask where you've been, which countries you've been, and so on and so forth. Yeah. Oliver, I hope I've answered that question. So guys, why is it taking that long to give out passports in Kenya? It's not nice. But I do understand because of everything that was going on. Even here, everything was very slow. The passports took some time, because like my baby, when I applied for him, it took a little bit of time than usual because it was the COVID time. But I believe now, and then they had all those people that had applied and they were not given. So maybe that is what is happening. But I know, Oliver, we are not very good at meeting deadlines. Passports, birth certificates, of course, the government says this amount of time, but it rarely happens, which I hope one day we will improve on. If they say 8 weeks, then you have your passport in 8 weeks. If they say you're going to have your birth certificate within a day or 2, then you have it. So I'm hoping that is one thing that I can hope changes. Oh, Oliver. Thank you so much for your answers. Oliver says, in Kenya, we are told the machine imekosa ink or no papers. I'm aware of that. Me, I remember when I was looking for my first passport. And then Friday it's full. And then they tell you Friday by 1 or 2, they close down. There's no electricity. The machines are down every Friday. Every Friday they used to do that. So Friday is a very bad day to go and apply for passport or go to that place. I remember I really struggled to get my first passport and my first ID. No, the first ID I got it easily, and the second, because I lost it, I get it easily. Kenya is about kujuana. Anyway, let's leave that. Oliver, they should tell us to do a harambe and buy ink. They should tell us to do a harambe and buy ink, because the amount of line that you find, a queue line, queue you find in that place, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Do you know? But on the positive side, here you will used to really struggle when you apply a Kenyan passport here. You will apply, sometimes they don't get back to you at all. For me, I don't have that experience because I always go to apply my passports in Kenya. The Kenyan passport I apply in Kenya, because there I will know what to do. But here it was a bit tricky. But I don't know what happened. There's this page, Kenyans in Maju. I've seen people coming and saying that they've got their passport within 3 weeks or 4 weeks. Can you imagine? And they're applying it from here. So that is something that we would like to see that improves in Kenya. There's some things that are really, it's not nice. It's not, the way it's done, it's not nice at all. Sally, hi Sally, how are you? I hope you're well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for this information. I'm Sally from Kenya. You are welcome, Sally. I'm grateful you're here. And 2019 nilingoja passport for 3 months. Hey, I'm with you, Anne. I know. Me, I waited, I think, until we could do something. My first passport, it went for like 4 months or something. And then they didn't even, the moment I knew now what I can do to get it, they didn't have my file. Yeah, they didn't have. Lauren, stop doing that. You're making me dizzy. That's attention. Go to Shosho.
You're taking a long time.
No, we will finish. What do you want with me?
I want to start.
And then?
So I can watch.
No, go and watch my TV in the bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah, go to my bedroom and watch. Can you hear these children? Go and watch upstairs. Anna, me, 4 months. And then I went there. I did like a new, I redid like a new application again. Oliver, I wish they can use Huduma centers and not that central place. Use Huduma centers and not. Yes. I think even the big towns, yeah. I don't think we should be coming from Mombasa, Kisumu, I don't know, all those big towns, Nakuru, to come and apply for a passport in Nairobi. That's not, and I don't feel like it's just that we don't have a good postage system. And by that, I mean, of course, there's some people that have the poster PO box, yeah? But not everyone have it. Because, again, that one can make things easier. Because here you apply, like when I applied baby's passport, I sent everything, and it was sent back. So you even pay your postage, yeah? And then it was sent in my address. When I say address, here it's a bit different, because your address takes everyone to your house, which will be tricky in Kenya. Yeah, your address is your address, and everything that is sent, if I buy something from Amazon, if you send me a card, Oliver, if you send me everything, it will come to my house. The only time something you might have to go to the post office, if you bought something and they're questioning it. Yeah, that is when they will send you probably an email or so to tell you to go there and get your stuff in the post office, because they have to ask you a question or so. But other than that, everything you apply for, birth certificates, all those things, when you apply, they will follow you to your house. That means you don't have to go and queue and do, you know, those things. That's why a lot of you are there, you don't know who is applying, who is coming to collect, who is, that place is just messy. And also, you know, I went for my huduma number. I did it here. Hata leo sijawahi iona. Me, I don't even know why I wasted my time to go to Bristol. 1.5 hours we drove, but I don't even have a huduma number, because they were really encouraging everyone to apply for it. But all in all, if you are someone that likes traveling or hoping to travel, or you're with me in this journey, we have to get a passport. Anyhow, like, try your best and just keep the passport, because passport expires after 10 years. So even if you find your way around it and get it, just know you will rest for 10 years without thinking about it. So it's very important to have your passport, and valid passport. Of course, I've shown you the new passport, the blue one. I don't know if it's the light blue. These blues are but that one is what is being. That one is what is, and the reason why I'm showing it's because I've realized that some of my friends that I've met in the social media, YouTube and everywhere, some of them, we talk so much only to realize they don't even have a passport. That's why you see that if someone has never then hold a passport, you know why I'm doing this. So this is the old passport and this is the new passport. Yeah. So even if you took this passport 10 years ago, please go and apply for this passport. I know they were coming to they had a deadline when the passport would stop, the old passport would stop working. I don't know if it came to deadline, but it's always good to stay current and up to date with these paperwork, because you might never know. You might never know. Also, if you are a traveling person, and also if you have like a family and you know they stand a chance to might try to invite you in the UK, please make sure you have an account, a bank account, not an M-Pesa account. M-Pesa is a good thing, but if I'm inviting you, or if I'm inviting possibly your mom, because I'm thinking here we are arranging my age and probably above a little bit. If we're inviting like my mom or your mom, M-Pesa they might consider, inakaa kawaida. But for you, my age mates, no, please have a bank account. Yeah. We have to know that bank account doesn't have to have a lot of money, but let it be flowing. Yeah, let it be flowing, so that when your door opens, even like the way we are saying, maybe you've been putting your CV everywhere. Yeah. And then it happens tomorrow, you open your email and they're asking you for an interview, because you never know. But as much as you have your Barclays account or Equity account, the last time you even put 200 was last year, February. Yeah. As much as they're saying at least 1,200, you need to have 1,200 spending money in your account the last 1 month. But do you see, you cannot go to your bank and say, Nataka, you want this bank statement. They might give you a statement that is showing even last month what you put. And you can see that's the only money that has been near there the last one year. So some things, let's make, and that, by the way, let me tell you, one thing that has really failed people, it's the bank statement when it comes to traveling, and mostly the UK, because there's something with the UK and bank statement I don't understand. Yeah. So you might have your money, but they're like, how comes the last how comes the last 3 months there was nothing? You see, all those questions. Remember, in UK, when you're denied a visa, they write for you. They write down why they have denied your visa, so that if you want to, what is it called? If you want to say, there's a word for it. When you think the judgment wasn't correct, what is it called? That one. If you want to like fight back, then you should be able to prove that what they have told you is incorrect. Yeah. When I first came, because I was a student back in Kenya, but I had money in my account. Yeah. Because of that, they declined my first visa. I had money in my account, but my passport, occupation is student. Where we do application, it's student. So they declined the visa. And they wrote down, you're a student. Where did you get the money from? So I had to correct that. I had to correct that. The moment I put the paperwork where my money came from, they did not even wait for 3 weeks, the 2 weeks to make the decision. They called me after 2 days. I remember I was in town, Luthuli Avenue. It's this and this and this and this. We just want to let you know that your decision has been made, because they'll never tell you what the decision is. They want you to go and find out when they give you the paperwork. I was shocked. After 2 days, I thought, what other mistake have I done? I went, and they had given me my 4 years. They gave me a 4 years visa. But I'm just showing you the small things that can make you, like, you might think, but siniko na do kwa account, I have money in the account. They want to know where the money came from. Yeah. So those are the small things that you might, and that's why I'm saying that even if they say you don't have to have the qualification, healthcare qualification, blah, blah, blah. Remember, you're not the only one applying. So you having that qualification is a bonus. Yeah. So what do? If you can go for that care qualification, even if it's the certificate one, do it. Go ahead. Go ahead and do it. Oliver, UK is better post office number in Kenya. I still use the Roy Primary School post office box. Yes. Like this big place, like places that are done, probably a church, a school, those things, they have good post office. Yeah. But now when it comes to individuals, because what happens here, every house is an address or a post. Every house, just its name and blah blah blah, it's post office. So you'll never find this a house with the same similar address like you. Yeah. So every house built is built with its own post office. And that's why, like, it's easier for the postman. When they come, they just check the name, number, and then the day you will move, you just go and you can go and to the post office and redirect your mails to your new address. Yeah. But it doesn't take a long time before everything now makes again sense to them that you have moved to another house, because also, like, you do all the, what is it called, you register for election online and so on, so they can tell where everyone lives. So yes, like you said, the post office, Roy Primary School, like schools, they still, even today, I still remember I was in Dr. Livingstone, Jerusalem Primary School. I still remember our post box. Yeah. So those institution, churches, or our tu kubwa kubwa kwa na address. Yes, Oliver, appeal. Yes. Appeal. That's the right word. Yeah. So they write for you Yeah, that is where I was looking for the word. They write down for you why they declined your visa, so that it's clear when you want to appeal. Because remember, you can still, they give you a chance to appeal. If you want to appeal, it can become a battle because you feel you gave out the right paperwork. Why are they not? Because remember, if you're declined a visa, your money goes. They never give you back the money. Yeah. So if you feel that it's it's not just you being declined, then they have written all the reasons why. So you can choose to appeal, or you can choose to go and correct what they have said. And like I said, I've given an example of how they declined my first visa. When I corrected, or when I showed the evidence of where my money came from, although I was a student prior me applying, they called me and said, your decision is ready within 2 days. Yeah, because that's all that needed to be done. That's all that needed to be done. When you're applying for a job, when you apply for a job here, please, if you have a friend or if you have someone you know, please, my baby is crying, but Shosho is here. So don't worry. They're with Shosho. Probably he wants something and he's been told no. So if you're applying for a job, please, if you have family or friend, apply where it's close to someone you know. Yeah. Only because there's comfort in knowing that maybe 10 minutes or 15 minutes away, Tesh is there. She can show me where the shops are. Sometimes we need that induction. This is where we shop. This is what we eat. This is how we do things. This is where you can go for your driving lessons. Again, if you apply, maybe it's someone that they have a bigger house than they require. You might find they're able to host you until you get your own home. Because you can say the agency is asking me this amount of money, and because I'm your friend, or family or something, I might say maybe you'll be supporting me in leave them. I have a room that I don't need, but maybe you can support me by buying food. What on kusaidiana. So if you have someone that you can help each other with, then I would say you try and apply jobs there more in those areas. Even if it's not helping each other like that, you can still help each other with ideas, experience, and so on. When you're free, I can visit you, or you can visit me, and that just little talk, it does help a lot, mostly in the UK, because life here can be lonely, mostly like now, wintertime, when you just have to go to work, you come home, you go to work, like there's no life. As we are waiting till around March, when we go, we will go 1 hour behind, I think, because if you're in Kenya now, I can see it's 9 minutes past 9 here. So in Kenya, it's just after midnight, so you're ahead by 3 hours. Around 31st of March or so, the time will change again. Yeah, because now it's winter, time will change, and then Kenya will be ahead by 2 hours. Yeah, and that's when we start seeing a little bit of light, and then spring, and then summer comes, it starts being beautiful, but the days are really long because it starts getting dark at 10 at night. But we really, really wait for that because it does not last for long. Yeah, so you need that person you can always talk to, or someone that if you're bored or something, you can yeah, because it can be hard to make friends, because mostly it's what can I say, there's a word, UK is more industrialized. It's not family, don't quote me on this, but it's not family oriented. It's not socially, like, all people think about is work, bills, and that's why you see people really take it seriously when they have leaves. Yeah. So there is a week in February, end of, I think it's from 21st of Feb. People are really taking it seriously. It's half term week. There is 2 weeks in Easter. People really take things. Summer, ho 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 ho. It's meat, barbecues, holidays, because those are the times that you will see people and so on and so forth. So in short, if you have somewhere, if someone you know or a friend or a relative, you can work closer, then it will be good. But there is always friends, but you see, your co-workers are not your friends. Those are the people you find everywhere. So you will be laughing on shift, blah, blah, blah. But when you go home, you are alone. So it's good before you know people to just make that and hello, which school can I train the course? And the last school we checked, it was Fursa Ujuzi, a school that we were told by Oliver. And Oliver, we did see that there's a lady who started immediately. We mentioned it sometime last year when I started content creating. And that lady is now finished. And on our last live, she said that she's now working as a nursing aide. Because remember here, we call it carer or healthcare assistant, but in Kenya, it's nursing aide. Fursa Ujuzi, it's somewhere in Westlands. There was another name. There was another place, but I can't really remember the name now. But when I remember, when we finish the live, I will try and put the name down below. Or also, I'm kind of very good with my social media. Please, if you have questions and you know the people that have asked me questions, and try and answer them. So if you remind me somewhere on Facebook or something, I will remember to look for it, to remember the name and tell you. And if you're in Kenya, go for training at Fursa Ujuzi, Go Care School. Okay. And you've been told by Oliver, it's Fursa Ujuzi, Go Care School. So that's the places you can go and get that qualification. I believe it's 6 months. It's a 6 months qualification, but anyway, it's good for you to check for yourself. And Nico Gulf will be coming home mid next month. Okay, and how long are you going home for? Also, it depends what you're doing back in Gulf, because like we said, here I'm not sure about the online, but if you can also get an online course, if you can get an online course, and there whatever you're doing is something to do with care in Gulf, I believe you still stand a chance. Because the problem comes when you don't have supporting document. Yeah, when you don't have supporting document or qualification. Okay. Oliver says Avenues Hospital also offers the training. Thank you, guys. I can see you've been liking the video. Thank you so much. I do not take you for granted. Thank you so much. So Avenue Hospital also offers the training. Okay. Anne says she's done with the contract. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. The reason why I asked how long you have for, it's because some people only go for holiday. Like you're going for holiday and then within a month now you're back again. Okay, then that means you can physically go and find out. Physically go and find out if you can do it. And also, most of the things we can find them online. It's just that sometimes we don't have that time or we don't take things seriously. But if you find courses that you can do online, because at the end of the day, remember, most of the things have gone online. Yeah. Do it, because if you're doing like we said, if you're doing care, or whatever you're doing is something to do with care, and then you support it with your online course, I believe you are also in a good position, because then not everyone will be able to physically go to class. And also with our age, we have bills to pay. So what time are we going to physically go to class full time. It's also tricky. I do understand that. So it's always good to look for all the options. If it's 50-50, like you have to go 3 months to class and then 3 months to practical, I know you can always find a way around it. So yeah, it's good if you physically attend, go there and find out. Oliver says red.com, you can get an online class. Yeah. Yeah. So there is thank you, Oliver. Thank you. Because sometimes it's hard, like sometimes I don't get to check the online classes because I physically attend class. So, but since everything happened, we can see we are doing 50-50. So some things we do at home, some things are Zoom, some things we have to go to uni, but things have changed. So now online is not how we used to think. People now are valuing online more after the pandemic and so on. So you will try that. Guys, we've gone 2 hours. I don't know if you have a question or anything, but I'm so grateful that you've joined me through the 2 hours. Hack. Hi, Tesh. Hi, Hack. How are you? You're coming when we are bidding bye-bye. Or you've been behind the scene. Yeah. I hope you're okay. And I hope I've learned something from you guys. I hope the live was fruitful and you picked something. Hi, Dorcas. Hi. There she's Dorcas. Guy, at least sasa umenichanua. Aki najiulizanga, najaribu kufikiria, unajua huyu mtu, maybe I know her but I do not know her. You've done well to clarify. You've done well to clarify. Yeah, we've been here. I hope you've been on the behind this. Oh, yes, I'm busy. I understand. We've had two hours live. When you get time, you will just try and catch up. And probably you will get 1 or 2 things we've said that. I know it's a busy time. That's why, when I checked, I think I learned about the government relaxing a bit on what is expected of the healthcare, maybe 3 days ago or so. But I could not get that time to sit down and do that content. Yeah. But you know what? I said it's been a while, but I'll just come and try my luck and see if we'll be able to join to see each other on live. And you guys, I'm humbled. Yeah. You guys have been here, and I'm sure if there was we've answered questions. We've even gone out of the topic to learn more things. So I can only say that I'm grateful for you being here. And if I hear anything new, if I get that time and make those calls, I will come here and let you know who is recruiting at the moment, who is up to date with the recruitment, because I'm sure people are really pushing their CVs out there. Yeah, so we also need to do it very fast. Do it very fast so that at least we, all the spaces don't run out. Because like I keep saying, the visa, the chance is there, the visa is there, the government has granted that visa, but of course there's restrictions, like how many people they want to bring, that the fact that they have to choose their own people before they go out, and so on and so forth. So we have to put all that into consideration. But again, we still have a chance. We stand a chance. So all I can say is, Hack, I want to be a member, please. you are my subscriber. I don't have a membership thing yet. I'm not doing I haven't done it. But always feel free if you want, if you feel like you have a question or something that I can be of help with, always feel free to ask me on my, it's Teshwa Jogona on Facebook, Teshwa Jogona on Instagram. You guys, I was never on Instagram until I started content creating. I was only on Facebook. So it's Teshwa Jogona on Instagram, Teshwa Jogona on Facebook. My email, you can see it all about me at the end of my YouTube page. You can see my email. My email is there. I really try and answer your questions if I can. Yeah, I do. If I'm not sure of something, I will tell you that I don't know, and I will try and find out if it's something that I can. Oliver says, I have learned a lot. I've written notes. I can even write an ebook about this video. Thank you so much. That is what I want to hear, Oliver. And I really appreciate you for being a constant supporter. Oliver, you're amazing. You people are amazing. You're waiting for the hiring agency. I will do my homework and I will come up with that. I will do my homework. Akitesh ni Dorcas, sijui leo simu imenipa jina Aki. Dorcas, yeah, nimejua ni wewe. You've told me. Don't worry. I know it's you now. And of course you are, hey Dorcas, you keep me on toes. You ask questions. You tell me when you've watched videos. You tell me when you're busy, but you will catch up. I'm so humble and I'm so grateful. So I know I owe you guys. So hopefully hii wiki nitaweza kunini kupiga hizo simu kwa these recruiting agencies. I call. If I'm able to do it, I'll even take a video of probably 1 or 2 when I'm doing it, because I like facts. I like facts. I like to be confident in me when I'm saying something, because I have a backup. That's why I will not just come here and talk about random agencies if I don't know. Remember, be careful. If it's not necessary, don't spend your money. If it's necessary, find out if it's genuine. I've done a video how to highlight fake, at least fake red flags to highlight fake recruiting agencies. Because, and like I said, like one is like me. If you came, I'm not an agent, but if you came and asked me some of the questions about what I'm talking about, I will answer you because I've done my homework. Yeah, I will tell you there's this visa, and what they need. Guys, be checking the content. I did a random content about charity work, just as a charity work, and I did not even think about it. It's not like this one I'm saying the government is saying. I did a content about charity work, only someone to come, was it last week or 2 weeks before, and they asked me, they have been given a chance to do charity work for 9 months. So the person was asking me if there's a chance for them to extend when they're here. Can you imagine? Me, I just did a random charity work visa. So some of the things is you listen to what I'm saying, and then you go and dig deeper. Yeah, because I might not be in a position to dig deeper of some of the things I'm doing. Like this one, I will follow it up because it's currently happening. But the charity visa, I did it. I did it to show people there are more visas than what they think. It's not all about visit visa. It's not all about university or education visa. There's more visas. But look, I don't know that person. They're not. I don't think they're African. The name is not African. Yeah. But I wish I can be able to talk more with them so that he can tell me how he ended up getting a charity visa. A charity visa is the volunteer visa, 9 months. Yeah. So some of the visas, I remember I did the what is it called? Domestic workers visa. You can never know. Maybe there's someone that falls under that category of domestic visa. Yeah. And you're like, I've worked for my boss in Kenya and he's in UK for 1 year and he's been paying me. Those are the things. So I qualify. He can get me as his domestic worker to the UK because you've worked for him in Kenya for 1 year plus, as long as you have proof and evidence that he's been paying you and so on and so forth. They can bring you here as their domestic worker. So some of the things I come up with is, I don't come up with, but I check on them, I research on them, and then bring them here because you can never know. So I will say, you guys, I appreciate you. I love you so much. That's why I'm doing this. If you check down below and you haven't subscribed and you feel that you want to appreciate my work, please do consider subscribing. I can see the thumbs up. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. The only way you can support me is by sharing the video, liking the video, subscribing if you haven't, because that will push the video and the algorithm. And by seeing that my work is being appreciated, also that gives me more morale to go and check what is underground and what is available and come and put it up here. Remember, we started 6 months ago or so, and we haven't, and this should be a target. We have not reached even 1,000 subscribers. We need to reach 1,000 subscribers, please. So that at least when the time comes after one year of being on YouTube, this is for those people that don't know. For YouTube to monetize you, for YouTube to be able to monetize you, you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 watch hours. I don't have any of those, but I know we can do it. So this one is Tesh talking as Tesh, not as the content creator. Yeah. So if you haven't subscribed, please do consider subscribing. If you have someone that you can share the content with and you think it will be beneficial, please do consider doing so. Because what happens in 1 year, if I haven't reached the target hours, they will take away all the hours that you people have watched, and I'll have to start from zero again. Yeah. So that is where we stand at the moment. But thank you so much, because I've had constant supporters and support, and I really appreciate. I'm hoping at some point I'll be able to go back. I've been on something called placement because of school. So it's really taking and controlling my hours. So I'm going to work for my internship for free from Monday to Friday. Yeah. But I'm almost there. I'm almost finishing that part. So hopefully we'll be more consistent with content creating again, because life keeps changing. Sometimes you'll see that I've disappeared for a week or so. It's all because of being a mother, an unemployed person, a student, and all those things, which I believe even you guys are doing the same. But you know what? It is life, and we have to do everything, because I also have to come to you, my people, because I feel I owe you. I owe you that. I brought myself to do that. So I owe you to let you know what is happening and where we are at. Yeah. Okay, charity visa is like FSJ program in Deutschland. You are right. You are right, Oliver. Yeah. But now it becomes that the UK one is a bit hard to get. So when that guy asked me that, I was really, really shocked. But he has it and it's a 9 months one. So I was really surprised. Charity visa. If you've only seen the last couple of videos, there is a lot of videos about UK, and generally, like, if you watch my videos of UK, by the time you get here, you will probably know even where the shop is, because they are really detailed and so on and so forth. I've even shown you Lidl. Lidl is like what? Lidl is like Tuskys, or yeah, the where we normally go. For ladies, there's a time not even like I showed you where we buy our African food. Here we get goat meat, unga ya ugali, and so forth. So there's really, really a lot of things. So if your interest is to know about other cultures, or interest is in UK, just because you like the UK and UK culture, or your interest is to relocate, then there is a lot of information that can support you. Also remember, guys, most information come from www.gov.uk. It's a government website, and being a government website, there's two ways around it. All the information there is genuine. So if you get time, like I said, let's use our phone to make ourselves better. Go to that website, look at what it says, what is there, and so on and so forth. Because it is there that you will see all these new visas coming up and so on. So please, let's make sure that we use our phone to better ourselves. And also, if I say something, I may not, like now it's a live, that's why we are able to talk. But if I did the video, probably it would have been 5 minutes video to just explain the RQF qualification. Yeah, it will be 5 minutes to 10 minutes. So it's up to you. When I say something, go ahead and find out. What did she say? She said she found this information here. So let me find further. So that even when it comes to time, now you're thinking you're ready, and you know what, I have some money and I found this agency and I can pay this agent to so and so. You know your journey. So you won't let the person tell you what is expected. You already know what is expected of you because you've done your homework. And that's how I want us to be, because like we keep insisting, knowledge is power. When you have your knowledge, that's why you can even negotiate with the agent and say, I only need you to find work. Yeah, when I have my COS, I can apply my visa. So you can even half the price, because you applying the visa, everything is online. Yeah, probably the agent will recruit you because they're here. You see what I mean? Yeah, so 1,000 subscribers, that's Oliver, are coming soon. I will share them more and more. Ask Sally Klaus what we did, and soon both of you will be selling on thousands of subscribers in Jesus' name. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because we wouldn't want the far we've come, we lose. We wouldn't want to lose. Like I said, if at that point we don't get the 4,000 watch hours, we will lose all the hours. And we also need 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours. So if you can share it, and also what helps a video really work well, and this is because if you're sincere, the video is good, or you feel like the video supports me because of my content, if you feel that it's helpful, then that's when, if you comment, if you like the video and so on, if you keep the comment going and so on and so forth, it develops good algorithm, and YouTube itself pushes it. Yeah, pushes it for you. Yeah, so that's why, like, I can see 15 likes. That's good. That's amazing. Well done, guys. So guys, what do we say now? It's 9:30 here in UK. All I can say, we see each other next time. Yeah, we see each other next time. Let me because there's some people that will not sleep until I put that face of go to bed. Tomorrow is Monday. So, guys, take care. Keep safe. And until next time, God bless you. Yeah.
You took a walk.